Yeah, thanks, Ray. Again, thanks everybody for being here this morning. Want to just go over a couple things from the game. We'll start with our players of the week. On offense, it was Evan Hull. I think Evan just continuing to grow and grow into this role of being our lead running back, and thought he did a terrific job. And it's 2 weeks in a row he's had two really good games. We didn't have a big playmaker on offense. Adetomiwa Adebawore was our defensive player of the week and our big playmaker. I thought he was active and all over the field and did a lot of great things. And then Ray Nairo was our special teams player of the week. Not only, some great punt returns, but also, played very well in all phases that he's a part of. Practice players of the week were Marcus Cisco. On offense, defensively was Michael Janzi, and special teams wise was Lawson Albright. So appreciate those guys giving a great look. I thought our scout punt team gave a great look in preparation for multiple things that our punt return team saw. And, that group collectively had a really good game. It was great to see college football kind of come together on 9/11 to support our heroes. And I was glad to be a part of that. And then got a great report this morning on how all of our guys played in the NFL yesterday. And, really proud of those guys. Representing the program, representing themselves and their families. So, I know a good day for some of the guys in particular and their individual performances, and same thing with some of their teams. Moving forward, obviously going on the road to face a very talented Duke team, our first road test of the year with a young squad. I look forward to seeing how we handle this week and then handle the road trip. With the utmost respect for Cliff and his staff. David and I have known each other for a long time as AFCA board members. We go back to competing against each other from when I was a student athlete. And, he's one of the best, and he's got a terrific staff and a very talented team. And we're going to have to play more consistent in all three phases if we want to be able to compete and win a road contest. So we got our hands full. It's an important week for us to get prepared. We're excited to be welcoming our students to campus here this week. So a lot going on here in Evanston, but our focus will be on our preparation and hopefully a great week together. So are there any questions? Thanks.
Reminder, if you have a question, please message Athletic Communications in the chat and we'll get you in the queue. First question, Ben Chasen.
Hey, Coach, I'm wondering kind of what you're doing preparation-wise to kind of prepare for this Duke team that has given Northwestern some fits in the last few years under Cutcliffe.
Well, Ben, number one, it's Monday, so we're grinding right now. And you do your all-season studies. You kind of look and see where people go as you get into the season. So, that's our heavy workload today, and then we'll go through our normal routine. We go in the mornings on Monday, so we've already wrapped up our corrections from what we did well and didn't do well on Saturday, and then our first base install. And then we have a heavy work day tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday, and then you stop and go. I mean, we haven't played in a couple of years, but last time, when they came up here, explosive plays, we really did not execute very well offensively. And same thing when we were down there a couple trips, we made explosive play. And we had a lot of self-inflicted wounds, and turnovers were big in both of those games. So, we're worried about us. We got to line up and play what they do, but we've got to get a lot better and a lot more consistent if we want to win.
Drew Schott.
Hey, Coach. Hope all is well. Can you speak a little bit more about Evan Hull's performance on Saturday and what impressed you the most, and also what you feel like he adds to this offense already with his early performance in week 2?
Yeah, Evan's been terrific. I think, first of all, he's worked so hard this offseason to be prepared for the year, and it shows. He's stronger. He's running behind his pads. He's making people miss. He's finishing runs. So just really proud of just the complete back that he's become, and the credit, obviously, goes to his work ethic. He's been really relentless since he's been in our program, and I don't want to speak for Ev, but he wouldn't want the opportunity this way, but he's taken full advantage of it, and we couldn't be more proud of him.
Daniel Olinger.
Hey, Coach, like you mentioned, you've played Duke a good number of times here while you've coached at Northwestern, and I think 5 of those times against Coach Cutcliffe and his staff. When you think about those the teams he's kind of coached over the years, what is the number one thing they like kind of challenge you with as an opposing coach? What's like the trademark of his team when you're going up against them?
I think they're tough. I think they're physical. They play with tempo. They're very aggressive in all three phases. They've got great team speed and talent across the board. I've been really impressed with their depth this year. They've played a lot of guys. So, it just jumps out the overall consistency of the program that David has run from day one. Once he got in there, he changed the culture. He put in the culture that he wanted, and it's established, and they've done a terrific job building upon it. And then they've had really talented players. When you look at the group of guys that we've played against, shoot, Daniel Jones is starting in the NFL quarterback. That speaks for itself. There's a lot of other guys too, but just been always impressed. Again, great respect. I'm a huge Duke fan, except when we play there because of my relationship with Coach Cutt. So, I look forward to seeing him, but I look forward to rooting for him for the rest of the year. Not this one, though.
Lawrence Price.
Hey, Coach, thanks for being here. So the defense really showed up, Saturday, giving up only 31 yards on the ground. Now facing Duke, how do you guys prepare, especially against a great running back in Mateo Durant?
Yeah, I think Durant is outstanding. You go back and you do your off-season studies and off tape, man, and that's the right down. And he's played a ton of games. He's a complete back. He runs behind his pads. He's got great patience. He's got home run speed. He can catch the ball. He's physical in protection. And you can see how they trust him. They got a critical play at the end of the first half against A&T. And, coach and the staff, put their trust in giving the ball to Mateo when, probably most other people will tell you everything you need to know. And they've got an experienced offensive line and playing physical up there. Same thing with their tight ends. So they got a really tough package to prepare for. They're very sound with what they do offensively, put a lot of pressure on you with their talent, and then their ability to make plays down the field while they grind you up in the run game with complementary play action pass. So we got our hands full. There's no doubt.
Drew Schott.
Hey, Coach, can you speak a little bit about Hunter? His performance on Saturday was a little bit different than Michigan State, but you and Coach Bajakian earlier in the offseason spoke about his confidence in the pocket and his confidence as a player is one of the factors that earned him the starting job. Can you speak about how you think Hunter's going to respond to a game against Indiana State and kind of what you're looking forward to seeing? Excuse me.
Yeah, I got most of the end. I think you're asking me how do I believe, or what do I believe he's going to do to respond? First of all, I think that there are a couple of things that, initially in that game we liked, and then, they changed up some things schematically, some things we would do a little bit differently if we faced him again. But outside of the pick, when we should have had a chip and then protection fine, I thought he managed the game fine. I think we needed to make some adjustments in our play calling in the pass game, but we wanted to establish a line of scrimmage. We wanted to pound the ball, and that was our focus. So I've got full confidence in Hunter to the best of his ability. Duke's going to make it challenging, but I know that he'll respond and play well.
Ben Chasen.
Yeah, Coach, I was wondering, obviously you said that Bryce was feeling better after the game on Saturday. I am wondering, though, after those successful punt returns from Ray Nairo and from Brandon Joseph, if you're considering either of those two guys for the full-time role going forward.
I guess I'm going to keep you wondering, Ben. I won't talk about personnel. You guys know that, so I'll let you wonder all the way to Saturday at 4:30 Eastern. How does that sound, buddy?
Sounds great, Coach.
Okay, good question.
Last one for Lawrence Price.
Hey, Coach, again, going back to the defense, how did it feel to be able to get the pressure on the quarterback Thompson Saturday, and how much was it a confidence booster, to the defense, especially now going into week 3?
Well, I think we were more sound just across the board. I thought we had better communication. We tackled better, still not where we want to be or to our standard, but it was improved. And, I thought the guys, executed to a pretty high level. And, you got to credit Michigan State. I thought they played really well and from a protection standpoint, and the way that, Peyton threw the ball and the way the receivers caught him, and they made a lot of big plays. So we just got to keep getting better. We got too many first-time starters to my liking, but they're not first-time starters anymore. They've started a couple games, so you are playing like a veteran, and we just need to continue to coach better and stay consistent in what we're doing, what we're asking our guys to do, so they can do the same thing. And I am pleased with the improvement from game 1 to game 2, but we've got a long way to go in all 3 phases to reach our potential.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Hey, thanks, everybody. Have a great week. Go Cats.
No, you're good.
Questions for Hunter, please message Athletic Communications. First question, Drew Schott.
Hey, Hunter, can you speak about what you've seen from Evan Hull, not only this season, but kind of in your time at Northwestern, what skill set you think he's bringing and kind of how he's opening up his game to have the performances that he's been having? And what has it been like for you watching these? And what do you think he brings to this offense?
I think Evan is one of the most disciplined guys that we have on the team. He's just, since day one, since he's gotten here, he's just worked and worked and worked. really happy for him that he's been able to show that on the field. But he's an energy guy on the team. He comes in every day working and ready to go, and it's obviously been shown on the field. Been really happy for him, and we obviously have a lot of confidence in him right now.
Michael Fitzpatrick.
Hey, Hunter. Against Michigan State, it seemed like the passing game was really in sync. You guys were able to move the ball through the air, and on Saturday, more on the ground. Passing game really wasn't there. What do you think changed? Was it something the defense did, or what happened with the passing game between those 2 weeks?
I think it was just different game plans. Going into this past week, just a little bit more run heavy game plan. We were pretty efficient on first, second down, and get going, getting plays going, especially early on in the game. Definitely looking back at the film, there were some opportunities there that we missed out on, but it was more so a game plan decision.
Ben Chasen.
Hey, Hunter. I'm wondering, obviously a bit lighter of a passing load, as you kind of just alluded to this week, but your coaches have kind of described you as a confidence guy. Do you feel kind of more comfortable both in practice and games going for big throws after that successful outing against Michigan State going forward? And how has it kind of felt in the practices since that game for you?
I think this past week it was, game one, it was definitely nice to get some shots early on in the game, and kind of getting a rhythm there. I felt like it opened up the underneath and the run game as well. So our offense is, Coach Jake likes to get some explosives going. So just being able to those is huge in our offense. And I think if we just connect on a few more of this last game, we're staying on track to where we were in the first game.
Daniel Olinger.
Hey, Hunter, just through these first two games, just maybe as your level of play, what do you think is the thing you've done the best just as a quarterback, and the thing you think you still need to improve upon the most just after these first two games?
I think overall, I can be a lot better. Just kind of, especially this last game, just settling in pocket and controlling my feet and my eyes, and just going through my progressions, trusting the system and trusting the offense. That just comes with reps. And but yeah, other than that, I think we've done a good job of we've had some 12 or 13, 14 play drives here and there, and just chipping down the field. And I think as an offense, we've done a good job of that at times, when our shots aren't hitting. I think we've done a good job of being efficient, on first down, just moving the ball.
Anything else for Hunter? Just message Athletic Communications. All right. Thanks, Hunter.
Thanks, guys.
First question for Malik, Ben Chasen.
Hey, Malik. Obviously, you kind of had an unorthodox journey in the offseason, initially announcing your intention to transfer from Northwestern, and then eventually deciding to come back. Kind of looking at the early results from this year, are you feeling kind of comfortable with the role that has held up? And do you feel like that's kind of realized the vision that you had when you decided to come back?
You were kind of breaking up there, but I think I understood. I'm very proud of where like I am right now as far as just like getting back here, being in this position. Like I said, I told the coaches, like, I love being here. I love playing with these guys. I love playing with everybody around this community. So like I'm very comfortable. I'm very proud of where I am and where we're at right now.
Drew Shot.
Hey, Malik, can you speak about what you've seen from Hunter so far? I mean, both in week one, where he had more of a large passing game, and then in week two, kind of what he's brought to this offense and whether you've seen him more confident kind of since you've been at Northwestern. Can you speak on that? Can you speak on that?
Well, you said it. I've just seen him grow in his confidence. I've seen him be able to step up and make the right calls, get the ball where it needed to be, and just steadily improve every single day. And that's been something that we've watched throughout his career, and I think he's just going to keep improving every week.
One last question for Malik. Catching your first touchdown on Saturday, can you walk us through that play?
Oh yeah, I mean, you saw Hunter rolled out, made a great throw, and it was history from there. We scored, went into the end zone, went up 14-0 early. We started fast. It was good to have that first score. Of course, always good feeling, but never satisfied. And I think I could bring a lot more touchdowns to this football team.
Drew, did you have a follow-up?
Yeah, just a quick one. Kind of with the starting lineup, with it being Bryce, Stephon, and then Berkeley, and you stepping up for Berkeley, can you speak about what this season's been like for you, kind of moving up, and kind of how you've been preparing for the opportunity that's been provided within the first two games so far?
Well, since I stepped on this campus as a freshman, I kind of expected to come in and earn a starting role, and that's all I've done is just worked and worked with the training staff, work with the athletic trainers, and put myself in a position to earn that opportunity. And now that I have it, I'm going to run with it.
Awesome. Thanks, Malik.
You're on.
Cool.
First question for Chris, Ben Chasen.
Hey, Chris. Obviously a big improvement from week 1 to week 2 in terms of the run defense. You're kind of the elder statesman of the linebacker core. So amongst kind of the younger guys who are just starting to get more playing experience, who do you think stepped up most from that week 1 to week 2 jump?
I think it'd be hard to pinpoint one guy. I think just seeing the overall growth from the unit, not only as linebackers, but as a defense, was very promising and trending in the right direction. I think for confidence and for where we want to go with this team and this defense, that was a great step forward, and we just got to continue to get a week better this week.
Lawrence Price.
Hey, Chris, great game Saturday. Like you guys know, you only gave up 31 yards on the ground. So now facing Duke, how do you guys prepare, and what do you think you guys need to do to be successful in your outing, especially against a running back in Mateo Durant?
As I just alluded to, it's just about getting a week better and having the coaching staff that we do and the way that they prepare us. We have no excuse not to get a week better. So as we go into this week, we treat every opponent the same and give them the same respect. And Mateo Durant is a good back, and we look forward to getting the opportunity to play him. And the defense you see this week will be better than the defense you saw last week.
Drew Schott.
Hey, Chris, hope all is well. Can you speak about what you've seen from Tommy and the rest of the defensive line and how that has helped benefit the performance of the linebackers and the rest of the defense overall? Oh, well, obviously they make our job a lot easier, and that's something I've the pleasure of seeing in my time in its entirety here, that we've had phenomenal defensive linemen, and they've been coached obviously by Coach Long, and they've done such a great job recruiting in that area. So as they continue to get better, we'll continue to play better. And like I said, as a cohesive unit, we're just going to continue to get better. So our D-line played great Saturday, and they're going to play even better next Saturday.
Last call on questions for Chris. Just message Athletic Communications if you do have a question. All right. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for coming out today, everybody.